Hey Verld, jeg heter Zack the Demon Lord. Hey world, it is I, Zack the Demon Lord, and yet again another YouTube video. So, let's get into the topic of this one. As you can read in the title below, we'll be talking a little bit about Christmas. So, let's start with this. This is a part 2 of the series, which I'm going to have it all up today, but this is the part 2. I thought just with the seasons it'd be good for all this, but yes, we'll be discussing Christmas, and yeah. So to start, we'll start with this. Most holidays we celebrate in the modern day actually usually start as pagan traditions. Halloween is a famous one. We know that Halloween, the original Celtic name, specifically, I think it comes more from the Welsh, but it's called Samhain. Christmas is very much a same thing. Christmas starts as a pagan tradition, of which is called Yule, which in English is Y-U-L-E, but in Scandinavia will be some variant with either J-U-L or J-U-L-E, depending on where, but that is the actual name of Christmas, is Yule. But some might ask, okay, then how does this happen? So let's go over that, and then we'll go into other stuff. So let's start with the Christianization of Europe. Before Europe was Christian, most European nations isn't always the correct way to phrase, but most areas of Europe, nonetheless, would have been pagan. And one way that Christianization took place is that they would look at the local area and look at the local way that they, their specific gods and traditions and all that, and then they would warp the stuff that they have into a Christian version of it. And the same thing has happened with Yule. They saw what Yule was, and then turned it from being a pagan thing about the changing of times and celebrating the gods, and made it into a story thing about the birth of Jesus. This is a day where we celebrate the birth of Jesus, which, if you are a modern Christian and that's the way you want to worship this day, go ahead, you can do that. But this video is purely about where Christmas comes from, and that is where it comes from, is that Yule is the original holiday, and so let's talk about that. Unlike modern day Christians' Christmas, where it's specifically the 25th of December, Yule more or less spans from the 21st of December all the way until the 1st of January, and so it's a week-long thing. Another phrase you may or may have not heard is this idea of a winter solstice. And so that's really what it's about, is the changing of seasons. We're going from fall or autumn to winter. And so we're, going to be celebrating that. And so how would one celebrate Yule? Well, there is no one answer, but much like Christmas, it's all about, it's all about being together. And so, preferably, you want to go hang out with your loved ones. You might want to, drink and party and feast. You can also, decorate the place, make the place look nice. Reset up your altars for the gods. You might, go out and enjoy nature and enjoy the snow if you have snow in your area, or go to an area that has snow. might even, pray the gods, ask for their blessings for the next year. Along with this, anciently, some people still perform a version of this. There was a ritual called blot, which is related to the word blood. What they would have done in the past is, especially if you're a farmer, and usually farms are kind of considered more of a village thing because the farmers are your source of living because food is important. But what they would do is they would sprinkle the blood of usually a goat onto the fields, and then have whatever fertility and harvest god bless the field, so that way the next year may yield good fruit, and so that way you have nice amounts of food. But yeah, that's there's not really much to it. You just, go hang out with your loved ones, eat a lot of food, drink some alcohol if you can, if that's your thing. You just embrace the new season. There's not much to it. I don't really have much else to add, but that is where Christmas comes from. It starts out as a pagan holiday where you do those sorts of things. But anyways, it's a short one. It's a nice one. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a like. Please share. Please subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. And until then, hey-do!